Yesterday we have discussed that we are seeing the two realities, two experiences which we are having. What is the experience? The experience that I am here. So I am here means my body is here. And this body has a 5 instrument. With the 5 instrument, it experiences the 5 kind of world. The world of sounds. You can hear the world of sounds just because you are not deaf. You have ear to hear, which receives the different kind of sounds, and these sounds have got a certain vibration. So the sound which you are hearing, that sounds travels, vibration travels. Like a bird is singing. So bird is singing, the sound of the birds comes because there is a space. And this space, that connecting with you and the sound of the bird, there is a carrier. The carrier which makes this sound to travel. The carrier is the wind, the air. So in the air, it makes the sound from one position to the another position, and it reaches to your eardrum. Your eardrum vibrate in the certain frequencies as you hear, and then it creates a signal into your brain, and brain which is trained in a certain ways that this is the sound of a bird. So this is your training. Whatever time you have lived, you have been trained this particular sound is from the bird or the crows or the butterflies or the machine or the aeroplane. All that, whatever interpretation you give, that is your learning. Otherwise sounds are just a sound. Certain sound can be pleasing sound and certain sound can be irritating sound. So irritating means, which means that your brain cannot feel comfortable with the certain frequencies, and that's where you feel irritated, right? And certain sounds which vibrate in the certain frequencies where your brain becomes harmonious, happy, joyful, and that's where this kind of sound you get attracted to, or you like to hear again and again, any kind of music or whatever. So this body which you are having, it has a 5 ways of accessing to this experiencing world. The second is the world of colors and the forms. So for that also you are given an instrument. The instrument is your eyes, and through the eyes you learn what kind of colors are. So far we see that mostly the 7 colors, but if you develop certain subtlety with reference to the colors, so within one color you find there are different shades. So even you find in each color there is an infinity. With a small change, there is a change of the color. So with these 7 colors, which is not just 7 colors, we can multiply to more and more colors. But so far our eyes is capable of seeing these rainbow colors, the 7 colors. So just because you have a eyes, if you have a body but eyes are not given, so for you the world of colors and form will not exist. It does not mean it not existing, it is existing, but for you it not existing because you have no instrument to acknowledge the colors and the form. In the same way, there is a smell, there is a taste, and there is a taste. So these 5 means is again given to this 5 elemental world, as we have discussed: Akashat, Vayu, Vayu, Agni, Agni, Apa, Apa, Prithvi. So these 5 elements is the base, and from 5 elements these 5 instruments are made. So each sense has a predominant of a particular element. So it is a very totally different phenomenon of explanation according to Indian yogic way of looking at your body. Modern science will say your body is just made of 100 billions of or 120 billions of the cells. So in fact what you call as a physical body is not, really speaking, is not your physical body. It's just billions of the cells, which is constantly, without you being aware, they are functioning and keeping your body to go on. So these cells have its own memories. So wherever there is memory, it means there must be a brain which can feel, which can sense. But anyway, the brain is not, but memory is there. So you have a brain. You have brain or not? So you have a brain, but what is the function of the brain? I mean, are you sitting inside and operating your frontal brain or back brain or hinge brain or left hemisphere or right hemisphere? You are controlling? You are not controlling. You are not doing anything. So it is very, very idiotic when the people think that they have got very good mind, because in fact you don't know what is mind, or you are very intelligent. You are intelligent because the capacity of your intelligence has been given to you and you are using in a nice way. But to think that you are very intelligent, it is idiotic, because that is the base of all ignorance, because nothing belongs to you. You are there just to operate certain things, certain functions, and your body, when it is very beautiful, you feel like very, very egoistic. You become Miss Universe, $1 million, and you walk like you are flying. But Why this high heel created? Because you feel like you are flying, right?
Flying to the floor. Sometimes.
You are never at easy, in fact. Cannot run. It is invention of the man, because they don't want their woman to run away, so they created the high heel.
That's the best idea.
Because the moment she starts running, he can run and catch her. Anyway, so because women are very emotional, you know, there is no stability in their emotion. One time they are loving, another the time they are completely in a different phase of the mind. So it is very difficult to trust them. Not in that way, but in a journal, in your day-to-day life, because they are water element. And emotions means femininity is moved with the emotion. The femininity means emotion, live emotion. So emotion is the element of the water, and water have no shape. So wherever you put the water, water take that shape. If you put in jug, it becomes jug. It put in the glass, it becomes glass. Right? So that's why when you get married, you have to change your name according to your husband, not husband has to change his name according to you. Because they are more flexible, because water element. And they can be completely cooled down in the next moment. If she get angry, you say, darling, I'm so sorry. And she just melts completely. Tears off. She said, I
You
forgive.
think so? I hope so.
I hope so. She forgives. So anyway, so these 5 elements is created, these 5 senses. So in fact, senses are interacting in the 5 element realities. That's why that yoga is not trying to make you to establish how the body is made, how your senses are made. Their purpose is to make you understand that you interact into the same order of reality. You cannot interact with anything which is not same order of reality. So the order of reality, if your senses can work and function within this physical order of reality, because they are meant for that. Are you following? So when this physical reality, the colors are there, your eyes can perceive. When the sounds are there, your ear can perceive. When the sense of smell is there, the nose can smell. But if you ask eye to smell the food, because it has a different function and different level of capacity which is given, where sense of smell is more subtler than the sense of seeing. So in a way, yes.
Sorry, the order of reality, with what you mean with that? The order of reality.
Order of reality means like this physical order of reality is there.
As
So
it
in
is.
this physical order of reality, your body is functioning.
Okay.
So if from this gravitational force on this planet Earth, if you move, so their laws changes. You cannot run in the same way as you are running on the Earth, because order of reality changes. Because in the moon there is a lack of gravitation force. So you will be walking, but you will be almost like a flying. But here you can walk and you can be sure that next step you will step upon the earth, because there is a gravitation force which keeps your feet on the ground. So this physical body is meant for this order of reality on this planet Earth. So within this earth itself, different beings have a different bodies. Like fish cannot survive on this dry land, even though it is on the earth itself, but it have a no capacity because their body is not prepared to breathe, to consume things as we are consuming or interacting. So their body is fit for only in the water. So being in the water itself, it has a ways to function, to breathe, and the pressure of the body and the water can go with that. But with sea can go hundreds of meters down, but you cannot go hundreds of meters down because the pressure of the water will explode your body. So which means that each bodies are meant to have a particular function in a particular situation. So what we are trying to understand here, we are trying to understand that these 5 elements have created these 5 senses, and 5 senses are meant to interact with the world. So when you have this body, now it is a question of self-discrimination. It is the question of self-thinking. This thinking is when you are operating your senses, when you are looking at the sun or the moon, when you are looking or hearing the sound, when you are tasting a food. So is that operator one who operates the senses, or who is behind the senses? Is the part of the senses, or this is something different? You can write down this question and you have to think. The question is, this one who is operating these senses, like one who is seeing the colors and the form, who is hearing the different sounds of the birds, one who is tasting different kind of foods, is that operator or one who recognizes different kind of world, is the part of the senses, or he or she is different from the senses? So anyway, there is the question of self-contemplation, self-discrimination. You have to analyze, you have to look, you have to think. So when you have this brain and when you have this body, so you only know only one body, which is called Anna Mayaha Kosha. Anna means food. The body which is made out of food. Now we are looking the whole thing in a different angle. First we look, this body is made from the 5 basic element, right? Now we are looking this body, this physical body. The body means everything, body, mind, senses, everything. But now we are just making little bit more close understanding, and close understanding is this body is made from the food. Anna Mayaha Sarira means modified form of the food, sustained by food and goes back to the food, right? What does it mean? It means your body is sustained by whatever you eat. Grains, apples, or porridge, or cow, or pig, or deer, whatsoever you eat,
And drink.
are drinken. So whatever you eat that transforms into your physical body, which becomes certain part of that food becomes bone, marrow, lungs, senses, and so on and so forth. So if you stop eating food, you will die in 90 days. Maximum you can live without food, 90 days. Then what body does? Body start eating it itself. So that's why if you want to lose the weight, the best way is to stop eating. If you want, in case, if you want to become Miss Universe. So they are skinny, they are only bones. There is nothing. And people think it is a beauty. Like a dry wood standing, bamboo, na? Bamboo without leaves, without fruits. But because of lot of light and makeup and everything, they make it like, and they hypnotize you. Because there are 20 judges are there, and these judges make a selection that this woman is one of the most beautiful women. So beauty is not lies upon these judges, beauty lies upon the person who sees at the thing. If you don't like rose flower, if I keep saying rose flower is one of the most beautiful flower, let it be. Does it make any difference in your heart? No. You keep seeing lot of rose flower, but nothing happens to you. But if you have eyes to see the colors and the beauty of the rose flower, the moment you see what happened? Something goes directly into your heart. Your eyes get closed. What a beautiful rose flower, right? So this is social hypnotizing, and we accept because we don't use our brain. We don't think ourselves. We are thinking what is being constantly bombarded in our brain, being told by the system or the television or the magazine or the newspaper, and then we start believing all that without analyzing, without thinking, because we have no time. Because we are busy in office, we are busy with children, we are busy with the many things. When you have time for yourself, so you take things for granted, you trust upon them, thinking they are the most intelligent people of the country, talking 24 hours live channel news, and then you get all this. But that's okay, that's not a problem. What is the problem is that we never have a time to analyze about myself, who is the operator of this body, who makes your body to sit. Is the body itself sits, or who is somebody else makes you sit? If body itself want to walk, do you know what happens? If you are sleeping in the night and the both legs start talking and telling, it's so boring. For 8 hours he is just lying down, let's go for a walk. And your legs get out from the bed and you started walking, come out, have a dance, ding, 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 ding. When you wake up, you find, where are my legs? They are gone. You call, hello. Whatever name you want to give. Left leg, right leg, please come. And they say, okay mama, I am coming. They come. No, they don't. In fact, they don't have their own self-desire. Who decide? There is somebody else behind the leg which orders the legs, please go. On the way, halfway, the legs start telling, my muscles are aching. You say, sit up. I want to make you to go. I have decided to go up to the peak. Right? the poor guy like a donkey, he keep fucking. So sometimes we behave with our body like a donkey, yeah, and then we suffer. We work, make them work like a donkey, and then the body says no more. No more. Yeah, because you don't see yourself as body. If you see yourself as yourself body, really speaking, then you must have a compassion. You must have a love for it. So you only eat as much as your body needs. You don't eat so much just because it is so tasty. But it is a greed. Tasty means dump into the stomach. Then stomach is getting a little bit tired and fatigued, and then he is complaining, but nobody is there to listen. Anyway, so there is behind the body which makes the body to function. So this body is sustained by food, means whatever you eat, and goes back to the food, means when your body dies, either you burn it. When you burn it, the 5 elements goes to back to the 5 elements. The fire goes into the fire, the air goes into the air, the water goes into the water, and the ashes remains little ashes, which is part of the earth. Then you throw in again, little tiny part of the earth becomes like a balloon. What makes you balloon? Means big is the air. Otherwise, at the end of the day, if you burn everything, you will weigh maybe 100 grams. Now you weigh maybe 80 kilo, 60 kilo, 40 kilo. But when you burn it out, the earth is only maybe 100 grams. So food and burn out the food. But how can you say that when I was born from my mama, then it was not food? No. When your mama and daddy meet, so how they meet? They release certain sperm or ove, the female liquid and male liquid. So how this male liquid are made? From the bone and marrow. From the bone and marrow there is a blood. So 90 drops of the blood makes 1 drop of the sperm for the man. So to the woman. So how the blood is made? Because whatever food you have taken. So at the end of the day, whatever you have eaten, certain part get disintegrated, and some part goes to the bone, some part goes to the flesh, some part goes to the eyes, and some part becomes like part of the blood, and from the blood there is a liquid, the juice of your body, which is in English called sperm, or women liquid is called ove. So when these two liquid meets, they form a bubble. When the man losing his sperm, there are millions of the sperm are being released. Only one who runs fast, he goes and hits the ball. And then they unite, and that's where the formation of the body starts. So first it was bubble, just a bubble, watery bubble. That's why the ancient science or ancient Indian scriptures, they say all the life as though come from the water. Because water is the source of all the lives. So in the consumption, for the woman to have a conception, it is the water which is working behind. So this bubble slowly take a time and becomes a lump. Lump means like jelly something. And from the jelly, if you look this toad frog, it's like a little bit long thing, then tail start disappearing, then from that disappearance, then it gets head and all everything. The same way, from the body, from this lump, slowly different organs started developing. So in a 9th month of time, so the total creation comes. Even science knows now, but Vedic literature, it was knowing thousands of years back already, that how the formation of the human body comes to an existence, how the whole process comes, how the formation of the new body comes, how many times it takes, how that first initiation start, and how this sperm are made, everything in detail, 4 months, and which month is your brain is developed, which month is which lungs are developed, and so on and so forth. And it takes 8 to 9 months, and there is a total body. Then from total body, the child doesn't start eating immediately lasagna or pizza. It only drinks milk, and milk is again transformation of the food. If the woman is not given good food, it will have not enough milk, you know. That's why when you are pregnant, or women are pregnant, they are given certain healthy food so she can have enough milk for the baby, because baby cannot, if she has some problem, then we provide them in India cow milk, not the cow which you are having in Europe, which is having a big breast this much, which is unnatural. In creation there is no cows have this big breast loaded with lot of problem. So if you look original cow, it has a maybe 1 liter or 2 liter of milk, maximum 3 or 4. So all the Indian cows are not made hybrided. So the cow milk is very good for the baby. So these cows are made mixed with the pig and whatever it is. So these cows are not very happy cows when they are having lot of milk, because it is overloaded, their breasts are touching to the floor. So they want to release immediately, and then they start walking into the milk bar where machines are put to milk the cow. Horrible. So there is no respect for the other being. It looks like there is a lot of respect, but there is no sensitivity. There is no compassion, only what is, they are used just and destroyed. Anyway, so that kind of milk, what I wanted to say, that kind of milk is not really healthy for the baby, because that cow is stressed. So stress, cow's milk will create the stress into the baby. But when the real cow has a normal breast and the milk, it releases the milk out of love. When it sees his calf, then it feels love, and that milk starts coming out. There is no hard effort to milk. Anyway, so this very physical body is Annamaya Sarira. Then there is another body, just to make the people to understand, which is called Prana Mayaha Sharira. Prana means the vital energy which is moving around within your body. So your physical body you cannot lift your hand if there is no prana, if there is no breath. The air makes. The signal which you receive, these signals are moving because of the airs. Brain gives the signal, hand gives signal back. So there are neurons in your brain and there are cells in the neurons, those who are constantly receiving and giving information to the rest part of the body. So this prana maya sarira, so there are 72,000 of channels which is connected with your spine and where the whole information or circulation moves within this 72,000 of nadis. So that particular function, that particular system is called prana maya sarira. This network of the whole thing. So if you look, for example, if you look this leaf, so this leaf, there is a central bone is there, central nervous is there, and then from this central nerve there is slight different other nerves are there in a way. Just imagine it is like your spine and there is a central spine, the central stem, and from there are secondary branches are spread out. These are like, and between this and this there is a network. Usually there is a banyan tree, if it dries away the green part or yellow part of it, then you see like a web network. So to your spine, in your spine total web network is there. That's why there is a lot of work in yoga on the spine. And the chakras are based in the spine. That's why we were having a topic of chakra. So you have to make your chakra activated. If the chakras are not activated, then there is no flow. So chakra means a central junction where the different nerves are meeting. Let's say this is the central nerves, and from these central nerves there are different junctions where each leaves coming and connecting to the central. And these central nerves, let's say, connected with the other branches, and this branch is connected with another branch connected with the main trunk of the tree. So your spine is like a main trunk of the tree. So you are also, in a way I would say, you are not human, you are just a tree, a walking tree, a laughing tree, a crying tree, and depressed tree. Why? Because basically, fundamentally, there is no difference in the structure of you and that tree. Because the source of blueprint is the same. In the tree it moves water, in your veins moves the blood. But blood is also comes from the watery element. Liquidity. What is the nature of water? When you say the water is water, can you say ice as a water? When there is an iceberg, can you say it is water?
No, it's not the same. Der Zustand ist nicht der gleiche. Was heißt
Yes,
Zustand?
essence is same, but it is not water. You say ice. Because the nature of the water, when you say water, it must have a liquidity. When I say, do you know fire? You say, yes, I know fire. So what is the nature of the fire? What is the nature of fire?
Burn?
No, burn is the effect.
Hot?
Burning is the
Warm?
effect.
It's hot? Hot?
Yes,
The heat?
heat and light. So if you heat and light, if you take away, is there fire?
No.
No fire, right? So, to the water. So this pranamaya sarira, which is your second body, which is more subtler than the physical body, the annamaya, the food body. Then there is another third body, or is called also kosha or sheath, which is called manomaya sarira. Manomaya. Manomaya means a body of mind. Because it has its own body. It's not like independent, your physical body. It has its own body. So the mind. Then there is another body called Vijnanamaya Sarira, the intellect. So there are two functions, another two functions, very important function. One is mind and one is intellect. So they have their own independent faculty. Because of that faculty, the name is given the intellect. So what is the function of the intellect? So intellect means, when you say use your intellect, which means you are thinking process, discriminative faculty, which means if I say this is grass and this is rose flower, so what do you say? What is right? You say the grass is right, because your intellect is capable of discriminating between the rose flower and the grass. So this decision you make because of your faculty of thinking, which is part of your mind called intellect. I said 2 plus 2 is equal to 5. What do you say? You say no. Why? Because your intellect calculates 2 plus 2 is equal to 3. No? You say 4. But anyway, this is a totally different thing, because this is we can get agree 2 plus 2 is equal to 5, which is not a problem. It is not part of the intellect, it is part of the memory. But part of the intellect means a function which is capable of discriminating between the light and the sound, the red and the blue, tall or the short, all that which is not, we are not agreeing, but which is a clear understanding, right? And then the fifth body is called Anandamaya Sarira. Ananda means a bliss body. the fourth, within this, all these four bodies, there is the fifth, which is bliss. Ananda Mayaha Sharira. Ananda is different from the happiness, because deep down we all look for bliss, means absolute unconditional happiness. So Shastra, the scripture of Vedas, describe Anandeva Khal Vimani. Ananda means bliss. Anandeva Khal Vimani Bhutani Jayante Yat Prayanta Visham Vishantiti Tat Vijikyasasva Tat Brahmeti Satapotapyat Satapastatva Yadidam Kincha Tat Srashtva. So Upanishad, the teacher tells to the student, you have to find who is this bliss body, and one who is constantly seeking the bliss, the absolute happiness, unconditional happiness. So if I ask, do you like to happy tomorrow? What do you say? Do you like to happy now? Right. So happiness which is desired right now. So one is here which is right now. So if you start focusing your attention to right now, to your bliss state, your bliss body, which is right now is happy, in spite of your physical pain, psychological pain, your poverty, or whatever problems you are facing in your life, your bliss body is all the time there with you. What you need to do is, you have to pay attention to that, because this creation has come out of bliss, Ananda, Deva. So out of happiness, the creation is born. When do you want to create your painting? When you want to create your music? If you are sad, or you are happy, or you are quiet. So most beautiful creation comes when you are peace and happy with yourself right now, connecting with your inner source of bliss body. Then the beautiful creation comes. So this very creation which you are experiencing is full of ananda, it is full of joy and happiness. While looking at the flower, do you ever become sad? You may take those flowers to dead ones, but deep down you want to make them to be happy. That wherever you are, the dead ones, be happy like a flower. That's what you mean maybe. Otherwise there is no need to take flowers to the deads. Or whatever reason, I don't know. But we do expect that the flower is the big symbol of total contentment and happy. Because it's being one place, it attracts everything. Have you ever seen all these bees and butterflies? They just keep coming and they land. And the flower never says, go away, go away. You are just eating me up. It says, I make a swing and you swing with me. If one goes, another comes, another comes. It never get tired because it's full of inner joy. So when you connect with that, you find your happiness, your joy is non-ending. Whoever comes nearby, they will have your smell. So that's the message of yoga, to connect with that bliss state of yourself, which is not in the church, which is not in the temple, which is not in the mosque, which is not in the synagogue, which is right now here with you. So, having understood these five bodies, then even though body is our body, you have to go beyond the body. You have to travel into the another realm of the reality where you become nobody. Because as long as you are somebody, you are going to have problems. Because somebody is different from the other body. And this duality and this separation is the cause for suffering. So separation has to be dissolved in your inside of head, and once that drops off, then you experience the utmost happiness. So thank you very much for this morning session. See you at 4.